Morning, Grandpa. Dad.
Hey, Kevin. Good morning, Kelly.
I'm surprised that you two aren't at the hospital.
Well, we were there most of the night.
Yeah, they kicked us out. A new baby came into neonatal, and they have to get everything set up before they let anyone else go back in.
How's our little fella doing?
Mrs. Davidson has arrived.
Good morning, Flynn. Lisa, hi, darling.
Mom, I'm glad you can make it.
Oh, no problem. What's going on? Don't tell me this is about the baby.
It's about the baby? All right, so you're sure she was the secretary? Yeah, I got it. Thanks. I owe you big for this. Mrs. Herman, my name is Rex Balsam. If you could please give me a call, it's urgent. My number is 555-0192. Thanks.
You busy?
I am.
Is that why you didn't answer your phone last night? Training for the Truman trial?
What do you want?
Is it okay if I sit down?
No, it's not okay. You're the last person I want to deal with today. Or ever.
Come on, are these handcuffs really necessary at this point?
Until court's in session, yes, sir.
Ridiculous. What do you think I'm going to do, make a run for it?
Let it go, Spencer. Let it go. We'll get you out of this, then we'll file complaints.
Oh, why the sudden burst of confidence there, Mark? Are you finally earning the money that I'm paying you, or just telling me what I want to hear, or you think we actually have a case?
Now, the state has a weak one. Not only is there evidence 25 years old, it's mostly circumstantial.
Yeah, I know. That's what I've been saying all along. I shouldn't even be here right now.
Look, there's just a couple of trouble areas. One is your possession of the gun. There's Snyder's testimony, and your brother's. Look, it would help us out a lot if you could convince David not to testify.
And miss the greatest day of my life? You murdered Thomas McBain, and I'm going to help them put you away for it.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you, David? Why are you enjoying this so much?
Let's see. Oh, because you made me think that I was a murderer for 25 years.
Oh, yes, right, that. Well, so now this is how you plan to exact your revenge on your big brother, is that it?
No, this isn't just for me. You're going to go down for murdering John McBain's father, and when you do, maybe John will be able to rest in peace.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Man, I know that you're still pissed at me for not telling you I knew that Vincent was setting Christian up.
And for betting against him?
But I admitted that it was not a good thing to do. It was not okay.
It's more than not okay. I could have you arrested for withholding evidence and impeding a police investigation.
You wouldn't do that to little old me, would you? Okay. Where's Christian? Surprised he let you out alone.
Oh, yeah, that's great, Pat. That's a sure way to get me to forgive you.
So you admit that you could forgive me? Okay, so I'll just stop talking. You're right, this stuff's more important than me.
Yeah, and that's why Christian isn't here, because he gets that I need some time alone before this trial starts.
Is he coming to the trial?
Mm-hmm, yeah. He's going to be there to support me.
So will I. I'm going to be the first person to stand up and cheer when Truman's convicted of murder one.
No. I don't want you there.
I'm not going to be convicted of anything, little brother.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure about that. Your Teflon coating's gone through the dishwasher a few too many times, Spencer. You're starting to flake.
No, I keep hearing that. From you, Bo Buchanan, Michael McBain, the prosecution. The thing is, none of you would be rattling on like you are if you actually had me dead to rights.
Actually, we just enjoy watching you squirm. You've done it to us for so long. It's nice to watch you be tortured a little bit.
Far from squirming, David.
I think you'll rethink that when I get up there on the witness stand and give my version of my big brother, the psychopathic murderer.
And my attorney will expose you for being a liar, a con artist, and a freeloader.
That's old news. Everybody knows that. You're the new it boy.
Think about it, David. Your reputation is pretty bad around here.
I know, and I have thought about it. I'm hoping that Landview considers this a farewell gift.
I'm not going anywhere, David.
Oh, you idiot. I'm the one who's leaving. I'm going to Tikrit. Or Tangiers. Or Topeka. The point is, you'll never know. I'm only staying long enough to put the final nail in your coffin.
You're leaving Landview.
It was nice. Until you showed up. Now I can't wait to get out from under your stink and start over.
You'll be back.
Possibly. But you know, now that I think about it, I've got my whole life ahead of me, don't I? I can do whatever I want now. Now that I'm out from under you, wherever I want to go, whatever I want to do. But don't you worry. I'll do the living for both of us.
Well, I wish you well then.
Since when? You finally met your match in John McBain, didn't you? I'm just glad I lived to see the day.
Too bad he didn't.
Yes, Spencer, it is too bad. And that's why I'm not leaving town until I testify against you. To make sure that John's revenge sticks.
Who's there? It's Michael and Marcy.
That kid keeps getting cuter and cuter.
Thank you. Yes, he does.
Takes after his godfather. Right, dog? So, what's up with you guys?
We would like to talk to you about something.
Well, is later okay? I'm kind of working on a case right now.
Well, it's actually business we'd like to talk to you about. We want to hire you.
To do what?
We want you to find Tommy's parents.
She wants you to find Tommy's parents.
Do you think you could do that?
Yeah, I'll try. Who knows? Maybe I'll corner the market and putting families back together.
Yeah, like Hugh and Paige, huh?
Actually, I'm trying to find another guy's son right now. Feels pretty good. All a matter of time.
I'm here to find out whether you're full of crap or not.
By digging up a dead body?
Yeah, well, John isn't in there. A simple DNA test will prove it.
And you think digging up a corpse is simple, Natalie?
Well, seeing as how John or Hugh or whoever it is in surgery right now and nobody wants to listen to me, this is all I have got.
And you can't wait until they get him out of surgery?
No, I cannot wait to get him out of surgery. If you're right, the man I love is alive.
And if I'm right, my friend, Paige's son, might be dead in John's grave. I'm sorry, Natalie, but I'm not going to let you dig him up.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to let you stop me.
You know, I know you need proof. And I want you to get it. I really do. And I need to know, too. And so does Bo Buchanan. And Dr. Miller. And Michael McBain. But digging up a grave, desecrating a grave is not going to do it.
Zane's fine.
Actually, he's improving faster than the doctors expected, so it's good.
Oh, well, thank goodness for that.
Yeah, well, you had us worried there for a minute. Oh, sorry. I mean, if something was wrong, we would have told you right off.
Nigel,
Yes, sir.
rustle up some more breakfast. I think we're about to have a little family powwow.
Night way, Sam.
Kelly, any new pictures of the little guy?
Oh, funny you should ask. I have a few right here.
Okay.
I took those pictures of Zane this morning before we left the hospital.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Grandpa. I like the name Zane. Zane Grey. The best Western writer ever.
Well, if you don't count Lou L'Amour.
Oh, I wonder where he got that from.
Yeah, I used to read Louis L'Amour to the boys at bedtime.
That's right. Yeah, Duke liked them too. I never knew that until after he was gone. Found a whole collection of his bookshelves.
Duke made me read every one of them. Kept me up late. Me to argue who was the best Western writer.
Who won?
We agreed not to agree. But I know one thing. I think he'd be very happy with a son named Zane.
If this is not about Zane Buchanan, what is it about?
Moving to London.
Darling, I still think it's a good idea, but I'm going to miss you two so much.
I second that. But Buchanan Enterprises London division hasn't been the same since you left, Clint.
Yeah, I know that, but if anybody can get it back on track, Paul, it's Kevin. But we knew you were going to London. You didn't get us together to tell us that.
You're right, I didn't. What I came to say is that I'm leaving today.
So, when did you start caring more about John McBain than your own brother, David?
How do you even say that with a straight face?
Would you mind if I spoke to my brother David alone just for a moment?
All right. What is this? You think I snuck bolt cutters into my shorts? Have a little faith in the metal detectors.
Cut the crap, David. Enough already. Are you planning on testifying against me or not?
I don't have a choice.
Well,
I was subpoenaed.
I know that, but you could just have a little, perhaps, in memory, don't you think? You could. You do owe me, don't you?
You don't want me in Spencer Truman's trial. After what that bastard did to me, there's no way I'm staying away from it.
This case doesn't have anything to do with you. This is about Thomas McBain's murder.
Evangeline, it's open to the public and to the press, of which I am a member.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and the articles you wrote almost caused a change of venue.
Oh, way to go getting the judge to change his mind about that. I knew you could.
If you're there, you will steal focus from this case. And the people on the jury are going to be thinking about Margaret, and they're going to be thinking about the execution.
And that's a problem because...
Because it'll muddy the waters. Todd, my job is hard enough as it is. Don't make it worse. Butt out. I mean it.
You smell a little ripe there, bud.
No, it's just gas.
Well, not in the Godfather needs to know category.
You just wait. Just wait until you have your own kids. You'll find it fascinating.
So, how much do you guys know about Tommy's birth parents?
Not a whole lot. You already know who his first adoptive parents were. Joanne and Frederick Scott.
The couple that died in the tornado, right?
The very same. And Child Services got us a copy of the little guy's birth certificate.
Oh.
But there are no names.
Yeah, actually, I have it. Right here. I know it's in here. Here it is.
Mother and father unknown.
Yeah, everything the Scotts had was destroyed in the tornado.
Well, it's not like they got Tommy black market.
We know that.
So, why do you even care where he came from?
Well, I would like to get my hands on his health records. Just in case anything ever happens, then at least I know his medical history.
So, do you think he can find the kid's parents or not?
Sure. I can do that. It's cake.
I just want to help Avenge.
The way you helped Christian?
I said I'm sorry for that. I don't know how many times now, and I have admitted it.
Yeah, you admitted it after Christian already found out the truth about it.
But I didn't know about that. I was trying to show you that I can be a good little boy, that I can confess to something naughty.
Uh-huh. Maybe if you hadn't bet against him. That's what hurts the most, Todd. Not only did you not tell me, but you made a game out of it by putting your own money down.
It wasn't about the money.
No, it's not about the money. It's about you. It's always about you, isn't it?
Except when it comes to you.
Prove it. Do what I ask.
I just don't see why my staying away would make a difference.
Because I can't do my job with you there. Because I'm going to be standing there worried about you going off on something that's going to cause a mistrial.
I wouldn't do that to you.
You do that every single time we're in court together.
Not this time.
Every time.
I promise.
Todd, I'm sorry. I don't trust you anymore.
Do you really think I would do something to hurt your case?
If you really want to see Spencer pay for what he's done, then you will do us all a favor and stay the hell away. If I see you at that court, I'm going to ask the judge to have you removed.
You expect me to perjure myself? To risk going to jail for you?
All right. Would you keep it down? People are listening. Come on, man.
Wow. You're scared, aren't you?
Beneath all the bravado
And threats.
you're afraid for your life. I'm not worried in the least, David. There's no way they can put me in that alleyway at the particular time of the shooting, and they have no way of proving motive or opportunity.
But I can. I was in that alley when you were there. Remember, you were there to protect me.
Well, assuming that what you're saying is right, and I'm not saying that it is. Is testifying against me any way to repay me for that?
If you had shot Thomas McBain in a panic, maybe I could have understood that. But to go to the hospital and mess with his stitches? That's just plain cold-blooded.
Let's just wait until they get him out of surgery. The doctors can run the DNA, get the body exhumed.
We have to get a court order for that.
Your uncle's the commissioner.
Yeah, of LPD. This is way out of his jurisdiction.
So he could get somebody.
Do you know how long that could possibly take?
You can get him to grease it.
He's not even listening to me right now.
He will. If you just exercise a little bit of patience, I promise.
Patience? Patience. You want me to have patience. You tell me that the love of my life is alive, and you want me to what? Do nothing to prove it? I'm sorry, this is the only thing I know how to do right now. Okay? So you have two choices. You can help me, or you can get the hell out of my way. You really think that you can do this, Rex? I mean, you're not just yanking my chain. You're not just telling me that you can do it when you really can't.
It's just a matter of legwork. I check out hospitals, clinics the day he was born. You saw the birth certificate? There are no names. Well, yeah, but you know how it goes. Birth records and admittance records are different animals. Then there's insurance files, billing forms, which are all confidential and sealed. I'm a PI. We can get stuff cops can't.
Okay, Mr. Gumshoe.
Wait a minute. Here, you're not going to do anything crazy, right? I mean, you're not going to, like, physically harm anybody in any way, shape, or form? What?
That only happens in the crime stories you write. The real deal's a lot more boring.
Fine. As long as you do not hurt anyone, I'm okay with it.
Nobody's going to get hurt. But we are going into a gray area here. Once I get the names, getting the parents' medical records, it isn't exactly legal.
Really? You didn't say anything about breaking any laws, Marcy.
No. I really don't see what the big deal is.
With breaking laws?
We need the records. Michael, please.
Okay, fine. We need the records.
Let me see the birth certificate again.
Okay.
Hey, do you want me to get that? Sure, thanks. So, you still want me to take your case?
Forget it. You're working full-time for me.
Maybe not much longer. That lead I told you about panned out. Could take us right to your son.
You're moving to London today?
Nothing is going to happen today.
Kevin, I thought you were going to leave in a few weeks.
Well, I got another call this morning. Whatever's going on there isn't getting better by me staying here.
But that's ridiculous. I mean, the baby's not strong enough to travel yet.
Well, Zane and I are going to stay here for a while to be with his doctors.
But honey, you can't handle that alone.
Mom, she's not going to be alone. She's got our family and all of you to help.
And this way, Kevin will go, he'll get us an apartment, and everything will be set up when we get there.
So, you two back together? Or is this because of Duke's baby?
Actually, we're doing this because we think it's a real shot to get our lives back together.
But we can't do that in Landview. We have to go someplace else. It wouldn't be fair to Zane.
So, you think going someplace else will solve everything?
I think it's a good start, yes.
I understand it then. But you understand this. There is no way in hell anybody's going to leave today.
Regardless of what you think about me, David, if I'd wanted Thomas McMain dead, I would have found a much more humane way of euthanizing him. That being said, whatever actually took place that night, I was only doing it to protect you. You've got to believe that.
You know, the sickest part about this whole thing is you actually believe that. Hustling me out of the country to protect me from a murder charge. The fact that you committed the murder, well, that's just beyond you. And then you cover for Paige, you let someone else take the fall for it, while you were the butcher. None of this somehow fits into your moral computer. The voices in your head just keep cheering you on as the hero.
All right, let's try this again. Let's try to communicate in a language that you can really understand. Money, for instance. My attorney will have more money waiting for you than you could ever possibly spend in 5 lifetimes. Do you understand?
Sorry to interrupt, but I need to talk to Spencer.
He's all yours.
You ready for this?
I feel better with you sitting second chair.
Yeah. You know I'd like to take the lead on this, but it's your show, and you're going to be great.
I wish I had your confidence.
You don't need it.
Don't just stand there, help me dig.
Do you know how crazy this looks? Did you even think about what you'll find if you open up a coffin?
I studied forensics, I know exactly what I'm going to find, and I know what to do with it. Now move.
I don't think so.
Damn it, Vincent, how did you even find me anyway?
Well, after you ran out on me in the hospital, I looked all over for you. I tried to track you down. Then I thought about it. You ran out right after I told you that John was in the operating room and Hugh might be buried in John's grave. Now, I didn't think you would come here, Natalie. But then I thought about how desperate you are.
So what, do you want a pat on the back for finding me?
Maybe I should be a detective.
You know, John, he may have found this out a lot quicker. But he'd also agree that I need to find the fastest way to the truth, and right now, this is it. So back off, or you're not going to know what hit you.
What difference does it make if I leave now or next week?
For one thing, Spencer Truman's trial starts today. Don't you want to see that son of a bitch get what he deserves?
Honestly, Grandpa, I don't care.
Oh, come on. After all he's done to you.
Listen to me, okay? Seeing Zane fight for every day, for every breath, has made me realize what's important. Okay? And revenge is not on the radar for me anymore. I mean, that's part of moving to London to put this all behind us.
Sweetheart. Wait, can't you stay at least in, I don't know, Thanksgiving, please?
Not if I want to turn Bee's fourth quarter around. I can't.
Yeah, you'll be coming back for the holidays, though, right?
If I can. I mean, Dad, you of all people know what it's like. You know, look, I'm not leaving forever.
And Zane and I will be here for a while.
But I'll tell you something, you're not going to be away for good. And you both are taking my great grandson with you. And I'm going to tell you both, that's going to break Renee's heart.
Oh, Grandpa, listen, we're going to come and visit. Okay, I promise you, when we can. And listen, Renee, she can come to London anytime she wants, and you too, if you can.
Kevin, I'm not going to be around forever, you know.
I realize that, Grandpa.
I'm going to tell you something. But while I'm here, I'm going to enjoy my family. That's the only thing that's important.
It's important to me, too. That's part of the reason I'm going. For your legacy. Yeah, I don't want to see what you worked a lifetime for just fall apart now. You know, it's not just business. I want to make a life for my family, and I can't do that here. Not the way things are.
All right. I guess it's settled then.
I guess so. That's the only thing left to do is say goodbye.
What's this about Alita and my kid?
The dead lawyer we think sold him, I found out the name of his secretary.
All right, give it to me.
So you'll what? Scare her off? No, you hired me to find your son. Let me do my job.
Well, do you think you might be able to squeeze me in?
It's not going to be a problem.
Aren't you guys going to the trial?
Yeah, right after we leave here.
Look, Todd, I realize that you've been working with Rex, and I do respect that, but I really need Rex right now to help me find Tommy's birth parents, to figure out who they were, you know, just in case something happens to him, then we have his medical history. I'm sure as a father that you can understand that.
Yeah, Star was sick when she was little. Your baby's funny.
Excuse me? My baby is not funny. He is very smart. I mean, developmentally, he's months ahead of where he should be. He's already rolling over and holding his bottle and everything.
Rex, would you take care of my kid and find him before some lunatic gets a hold of him?
But what exactly are you implying?
Not everybody who adopts a baby is a lunatic.
Well, he doesn't look very happy to me.
He's not very happy because you're scaring him, you lunatic. Come here. Yes.
When you offered me this job, you said you would be here backing me up. I am relying on you.
I am right here, okay? But the jury needs to hear one voice and one voice only, and that is yours.
I just wish John were here. I mean, he made this case. His testimony and his passion for finding his father's killer would sway a jury of statues.
You miss him, don't you?
Yeah.
Hey, are you nervous?
Yes, I am.
Good. Good lawyers are always nervous. Do what you do best, okay? Nail Spencer for murder.
Go ahead, Natalie. You want to take my head off? Go ahead. Do some damage. But I don't think John would approve.
When it comes to you?
Not even me.
You think I'm crazy?
Natalie, you're trying to dig up a grave.
Yeah, well, today is Spencer's trial. You know, John should be there, and if he can't be there, he should at least know what's going on.
Well, he knows. I told him all about it when I thought he was Hugh. But this isn't about John. Listen to me. He has enough to deal with. He's doped up all the way right here, right now.
You know what? You don't know that. And neither do I. Son, I can't live like this not knowing whether John is alive or dead. Do you understand? My God, if he's alive, my life, it's one way, and if he's not, and I get my hopes up, and then we find out, then my life is just this black hole, and I do not call that a future.
Natalie, I wish I had the answers. I wish I would have waited until I had some proof. But nobody's listening to me.
Yeah, well, welcome to being invisible.
You know, people like us, we don't stay invisible for long.
People like us.
Yeah. See, you and me, we're fighters. And I need to know the truth too, Natalie. But all I'm saying is, and I can't believe I'm saying it, let's do this by the book.
I don't want to wait for the book.
Not really, huh?
You think I'm crazy right now? You think this is crazy? Will you let me go one more day, not knowing if John is alive or dead? You ain't seen crazy yet.
I'll stop by the palace, say goodbye to Renee.
You'd better. That'd be hella pay if you go away without seeing her.
I'm gonna miss you, Grandpa.
Huh. Same here.
I'll do my best to make you proud.
You already have, son.
Dad? Oh, God. Kevin, I almost wish I hadn't brought this up.
Oh, don't be. I want to do this for the family.
All right. Oh, look, if you need any help with the specifics of the London operation...
I'll call.
All right.
I'm going to call anyway to keep in touch, all right?
Thank you for that.
No, thank you for everything.
Come
Can't you reconsider, sweetheart? Please, I mean, you can stay until Christmas.
And then you're going to want me to stay till New Year's and Easter and my birthday.
I don't ever want you to go.
I know that. But I have to.
I know you do. Oh, honey, I'm going to miss you so much.
I'm going to miss you, too. Listen, I just want you to know that these last few years, there's been a lot of ups and downs. Mostly downs. There's been a lot of terrible things that have happened. I couldn't have got through any of it without you. I mean that. I mean, the love and support that you've given me is unbelievable. And I just want you to know that I love you very much.
I love you.
I guess this is it then.
Not just yet, son. This would be a lot better with a shot of vodka in it, but not right now. Kevin, Kelly, little Zane, God bless. Godspeed to the three of you, to this whole family.
Cheers.
See you at the courthouse.
Yes.
This Godfather crap is really precious and all that. And I'm paying you to do a job. Do it. Don't get distracted with this stuff.
I'm on it, okay? With any luck, the lead will pan out real soon. Today, even.
I still want that name.
You're not getting it. Not unless you want to risk screwing it up.
All right. If you have something, you call me, good or bad. All right? If you have to travel, I'll take care of it, whatever it takes.
Well, I wish I knew that when we cut our deal. I hear Tahiti's nice this time of year.
Ow! Find my kid.
So, going to Spencer's trial?
No, Blair got drunk at Jessica's wedding, and I have to go make sure she hasn't drowned in her own vomit.
Alan's a real charmer, isn't he? He wasn't threatening you, right? Because if he was threatening you...
It's just Todd blowing off steam. As soon as I track down his lead, I'll get going on yours.
Fine. So, how much do you charge for this kind of a thing?
Tommy's my godson. We'll work something out.
No, I don't want you giving me any kind of a deal, Rex. That's not why
I know. You're getting one anyway.
Thank you. Do you have any idea how much this means to me?
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, I need to get going. I have to, go meet Michael at the courthouse.
Okay. Good luck. I wish John was here to see Truman get it.
Me too. But he knows. I'm sure of it.
I need to take
this. Yep. Okay, see you later.
Bye.
Thanks.
Hello. Mrs. Herman. I'm sorry, Ms. Herman. Thanks for getting back to me. Listen, I'd rather not get into it over the phone. If we could meet a public place? Sure. Do you know the bar Roadies? Great. Do you want to meet me there in half an hour? Good. Thanks. See you then. Adriana, it's me. I need a favor.
Go get him, girl.
So what's it going to be, Dave? You with me or against me?
All rise. Superior Court, Lantano County is now in session. Judge Portier presiding.
Be seated. This case
is the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus Spencer Truman. The charge is murder, first degree. The premeditated killing of Thomas McBain.
Natalie, I understand what you're going through now, but you're not even being rational here.
You tell me that John is alive. That he has been for months, and I didn't even know it. And you expect me to be rational.
Look, I understand this kind of thing doesn't always happen.
It has! To me! With Christian! And I'll be damned if I'm going to let it happen again. I mean, God, how could I not know? I was right there in the room with him.
So was I. And I was in there more than you. I didn't know. Nobody did.
Yeah, but no one was as close to him. Not like me. We love each other. I mean, John, he could walk into a room and I wouldn't know it. But I could sense that he was there. That's the kind of connection we had. So why can't I have it now?
Natalie, you thought the man was dead.
No, I should have known. I should have known. Oh my God, he's been suffering all this time. He knows that everybody thinks that he was Hugh and he couldn't do anything about it. I mean, I should have been there for him. I wasn't there for him.
Well, you can be there for him now. The man has been out until now. It's important that you're there for him now, Natalie.
But he needed me then, and he was all alone.
It's all right.
It's not all right, Vincent. Vincent, I need to know now. I need to know.
You'll know. And I promise you, you will know before this day is over. Now, come on, let's go find your Uncle Bo. He'll find the truth for you. Come on.
This has to be true. I can't lose John twice.
On the next One Life to Live.
I need your help.
What can I do?
Get pregnant.
Are you having a fun time with your daddy?
What are you doing with my baby?
John is alive.
Cole Thornhart and his mother are here.
Todd? Marty Saybrook.